Hi dear friends, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming you all to my channel with all my heart. Thank you so much for all my existing subscribers and welcome if you're new. Today I am bringing a reading for us for the month of May to see what transformative energies are around us, what is it that we can expect, and what our soul lesson is. Let's go straight in. So what is the soul lesson that the collective is working on in the month of May? What soul lesson? Success. Success. This soul lesson is a theme that's come up in many readings. So this is a definite, strong focus that the collective is really working on. And what this card speaks of is recognizing that there is no greater goal than love. How we've looked at success, how we've always envisioned what success is. I'm going to start with a few core messages and then pull tarot cards with that. What is the collective working on the month of May? Life force energy. So this one is working with our life force energy, drawing our life force energies, our passions, putting our passions, applying them to create abundance in our life. So this is actually activating all our lower chakras. I want to look at a message for the collective. Oh, it's already come out for us. And the message is, it says hope. Hope. The Bhagavatam gives us a most hopeful suggestion for all stages of life. Blame yourself and no one else. Hope. What this card really speaks of is taking responsibility for your actions. So when we start taking responsibility for our actions, we are releasing ourselves from one of the lowest vibrations of the victim archetype. A victim archetype is one that embodies that energy where everything happens to it. Like you have no control. Poor me, I don't know why these things happen to me. My life is not how I want it to be. I want things to change, but nothing changes. This person did this to me. If I had gotten the promotion, but that person was backbiting. My God, there's a lot of activity going on outside right now. So, what this card is speaking of is having faith, having hope. When we start looking inward and taking responsibility for our life, we are bringing in that energy of being the magician in tarot, of being that magician. And before the magician is that complete trust, the unconditional trust and faith when the Fool comes straight from the spiritual realms. This card speaks of that. When we start taking responsibility for ourselves and we start channeling that energy, connecting, this one to me right off the bat is showing that we are connecting in nature. I'm recording outside. I love recording outside. I look outside at plants, our beautiful flowers. There's a lot of insight that comes in nature. If you are someone who likes to stay indoors, you are actually depleting a lot of your life force energy. We build our life force energy when we are connecting with Mother Nature. So this card is also speaking of for us to connect in nature. right? As we connect in nature, we are drawing from our soul, from our souls of the feet, our earth star chakra. They're coming in through the soul. So you're pulling in the energy from the earth, the life force energy from the earth, from the plants, from being in nature. You're drawing that in through the air. You're drawing in what is called prana, or the life force energy, in through the body, which activates our lower chakras, which fills us with energy, fills our root, and you start to feel more grounded. When you start to feel more grounded and you start taking responsibility for your life, you can move that energy up. And I know we'll pull more cards for this so you can understand where this is coming from and how you will recognize that it is love that is the ultimate goal. You will learn that. That is what this is coming again and again and again. So let's look at some energies that are coming forth for the month of May. Based on this, what do my guides have? How can we know that there is no greater goal than to love? I don't know why I had a feeling this card is going to come out. Third chakra, okay, through willpower. This has come in my other readings too. This has definitely come in my February reading. We were working on the third chakra. How else can we know that there is no greater goal than love? What does the collective need to know? Yin-yang balance. Facing the shadows and looking at completions of cycles. Looking at when there is a light, when there is dark, there is light. One more card, please. I don't know why I had a feeling this card would come out. This has come up. This is such synchronistic readings. I don't know whether it came out in January, February, or March, but this came out for the collective. We're working on removing our ego masks, and that's where it's called deceit. And there are a couple of messages that are coming straight forth for deceit on that. It's a new deck I got for us, and it's called the Chrysalis Tarot. Let's look at how the collective can understand to let go of deceit and to step into love. What is it that we need to do and learn? How can we transform that low vibrational energy of putting on an ego mask and stepping into our heart? How can we step more into our heart and overcome deceit and let go of deceit? What transformation needs to occur? Seven of Scrolls. I'm going to pull one more card. Too many. This is my new deck actually. So it still doesn't fit properly in my hand. Brand new deck. Energy of deceit. What do we need to learn to release that energy and transform that energy? How beautiful. So what we're getting over here as one of our lessons here for the month of May. The core lesson is working with our willpower, right? It's our third chakra, and we talked about the life force energy coming in as the guidance. It says here, your sensual and sexual powers are increased as we express our driving passion. Our driving passion comes in from things that we love to do, things that are our calling, and we work from our heart, not from the mind. And we draw and build on that energy, the lower chakra energy, when we are connecting in to nature, connecting in to the moon cycle, because I'm being drawn to that moon card here. So as you're connecting to that, you're connecting with the yin energy within you, right? You're connecting with that yin energy within you to drive more of that life force energy within your energy body. And you are using, so this is a masculine center, not because it's a man that's being shown here. The solar plexus is our masculine energy center because it's the energy of action. It's the energy of willpower to get things done, to move the root and the sexual energy from the sacral chakra up. So it's literally, think of it as being churned in the gut area, the solar plexus area, so it can move up into the heart, express your truth through the throat chakra, and then through the third eye, you get the perception, expanded sense of perception, and there is that illumination that takes place. But here, there are two areas that are being illuminated, and that is the crown chakra and our solar plexus. When we align our will with a higher will that's coming in, the light that's coming in from the divine, from the universe, from the cosmos, when we align these two, you create, because now you're connecting your lower chakras to your upper chakras, you are going to start creating tremendous amount of success. This is also the card of abundance, on how we create abundance in our life, whether it is in terms of material abundance, whether it is in terms of relationship abundance, whether it is in terms of health abundance, in all areas of your life, your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional abundance. Right? Having the right thought, having the right action. You need the willpower. If we're going through depression and anxiety, we need to change our mindset. We need to change and create new neural pathways, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things. So we need to build a lot of our lower chakras. But now, when you connect the lower chakra and you're starting the wheel within your solar plexus, and that energy is pushed and you're connecting it to your divine will, you have now created a complete new pathway, connecting the earth, connecting your energy field into the earth, drawing the unlimited power from the earth, traveling through your chakras and connecting to the divine and connecting to the universal truth, connecting to the limitless universe. Now you've created an abundance portal. You've created an abundance portal. That is our core learning. That is our core energy for the month of May. And we have to remember that one of the things that traps us from the energy of us not tapping into the third chakra is staying in the energy of being the victim. Of not having control, perception of not having control. When we start realizing and filling our energy body with an understanding that we always have a choice in every moment in time, we have a choice. When we understand that and we start to integrate that within our energy body, so you can't just say it one time and say, hey, it doesn't work. We have to keep, practice makes perfect, perseverance. This is also the card of perseverance. Willpower, persevere against all odds. Keep pushing through the darkness, keep pushing through that. And that's what we call as strong willpower. And a strong willpower comes when you have a strong root and sexual energy that's rising up the chakras. Okay? It is when we use this, do we understand this aspect right here. There's a light and the dark. When the sun is shining, it's on one half of the hemisphere of the earth. The other half is in darkness. And then there is a tilting, and then there is light, and then there is dark. So there's that dance of the light and the dark. So the key for us for the month of May is to understand the cycles in life. Understand that certain cycles in life are coming to an end. And that if you are going through a down, there will be a dawn. There will be a dawn. And that it also speaks of having the yin and the yang balance. Balancing forces, polarity. This is a card of integrative polarities. Right? Extremes. integrating and coming to the middle. Integrating and coming to the middle. So if there are extremes that you are experiencing in your life, either you're being pulled deep into the emotions or mental fog, that's like the swords energy, creates like dark clouds, know that the clouds are going to go away. You know, I every time I read the cards, I see something different that I'm drawn to. Can you see that in this card there are lotus flowers? That's a card of illumination. And the light is coming on this person's crown chakra. So taking that internal journey, for some of you, this may be a hermitage journey that you have taken or are taking or will be taking. Time is fluid. Time is fluid. And that internal journey is about looking at how you've been creating your life. Looking at things from a higher perspective. And if you have been facing a lot of darkness, know that that cycle is coming to an end. Know that that cycle is coming to an end. And you can transform the darker aspects that you've gone through or experienced through forgiveness and compassion and acceptance. Accepting what has happened, accepting the hurts, accepting the grief, accepting the loss, bringing in forgiveness, bringing in compassion, opening our heart and cleansing our heart to experience more of the love. Okay. So perhaps this would be a time for cleansing and removing. Maybe people, events have taken place that have caused a lot of hurt and grief in the heart. It could also be at your workplaces. Things that you deserved, but someone went behind your back. Let that be their karma. Open the heart. Drive that will up into the heart and rise out of that darkness of feeling stabbed in the back, hurt, having resentment for the world, having resentment. I don't know why that came up. This might be a message for someone. Having resentment for the way things turn out. So maybe it is time to change the way we think. Take charge of our mental thoughts, because we create our reality with our thinking. So the clarity with this one was, see, these are both mental energies. These scrolls. These are both mental energies. Take charge of which thoughts are consuming your life, are taking up more of your mental space. Is it always like things always happen to me and I'm so sad and why does this happen to me and I'm going through such a difficult time? Yes, through those difficult times, you can rise out of that. See, there's a lot of purple in there. So the transformative energy that to turn into that butterfly requires for us to take that leap and let go of the old pattern. Let go of what was. Let go of the past hurt. And the way we let go, first step, is to accept. Yes, I was hurt. Yes, I was wounded. Yes, that was all wrong. If tears are coming, let them come. Let them be washed away. After that, taking that deep breath in, bringing in and channeling more of that life force energy. So you've taken that cleansing breath, cleansing energy, using that willpower center. Let that energy rise up your chakras so you can take the other scroll. So you can take that because you can fly. This is a card of flying above all mountains, rising up victorious, mastering our energy, mastering our thoughts. So this lesson has come in as a blessing in your life. whoever, whatever event that has come and that keeps coming up again and again and again, is there for us to learn. Because this is part of our core lesson. Because we have to transform this, because this is going to bring us, when you are being deceived, it closes the heart chakra. When it closes the heart chakra, we descend back into our lower chakras. We do not connect with the spiritual realms. We do not connect with the light vibrations of love and light, of peace, tranquility, love and light. This keeps us trapped in lower emotions and the lower energetic field. To rise above that requires for us to open our hearts. I will never read these as our traditional tarot, because these ones are transformative. These are internal transformative. I feel that as you make that choice, as you open your doors to an expanded awareness, your third eye, as you start taking the higher road and letting go of that, you're going to find that scroll. And I feel like I want to say that this is like a key. You're going to find that key that unlocks that door. A new door. A new door, a new dawn awaits you amidst all of these thought patterns that have kept you in lower vibration. And you can do this. You can do this. I want to ask from here, clarity on the world card, please. Already, yes, that's a new beginning. I don't even need anything else. This is a gift coming from the divine. A new passionate beginning in work, in relationship, within yourself. The wands speaks of are your passionate energies, your life force energy, okay? Your sacred sexual energy. It's coming in with a renewed faith, with renewed energy being given to you. Look where this hand is coming in. It's coming in from the divine. There's a lot of growth and opportunity. There's a lot of greenery. You see that in here, right? It's coming from that place. So if you've been in that dark shadow, I'm going to just put it just like this. Know that this is coming for you, where it's all going to be illuminated. It's coming in for the collective. You have to have hope. And you have to be ready to open your heart to success. I want to ask a couple of more. Let's take a couple of more clarifiers. Any additional messages for the month of May that I may guide the collective? Any additional messages? Dear spirit guides, spirit team, on perhaps how to tap the third chakra, our creator life force. Gonna be victory. I want to pull one more card. Okay. Oh my gosh, how amazing is this? So I will end the reading with these cards. This is the Nine of Cups. This is your wish coming true. It's a complete wish fulfillment. We'll begin with this. This is a wish fulfillment card. This person is sitting happy. Okay, he's sitting happy with all that he has collected. These are his wishes, and his wishes are being granted. He's standing strong. Cups speaks of emotions. Cups speaks of emotional. So if you've been getting emotional instability because of events that have taken place in the past or current, like I said, energy is fluid, know that as you take charge of your mind and control your thoughts, you'll realize that you're creating greater stability between your mental and the emotional. And as you begin to do that, things that you had put in place that you had planted, the seeds that you have planted in earlier months or in earlier weeks, are all going to be granted. Our wishes are coming true because this came with this card. That's a card of victory. It's a card of recognition. Two things I'm feeling with this. One is, first, you're going to recognize your own strength. You're going to recognize, this is what I'm feeling. Yes, I'm feeling this right now. You're going to recognize you have that power to change your life. You have that power to change your life however you wish. So to me, he also seems like the magician, right? So he's like mixing these things, and he's mixing that energy and seeing, what shall I create? He's creating a lot of abundance in the life. So you're going to recognize how to create abundance, how you have been creating abundance, or where your life has been as you take that internal journey. Once you are recognizing that, you're taking hold of that. That's what I'm talking about, is you recognizing. That's one aspect that I'm reading. As you recognize it, you change your perspective. You change the way you do things, and your wishes are granted. The other thing that I'm feeling with this card is, whatever you have been planting your seeds, wherever, in whatever area in your life, mental, emotional, career, relationships, all of that, you are going to be victorious. You're going to be received. You're going to be received and recognized for your journey. And maybe people are going to ask you, hey, you want to share how you've done these things? Can you guide us? How are you, how are you able to manage through all these difficult things and all these things that have happened in your life? How are you able to let go? How can you let go when people have done these things to you? How are you able to forgive and move on? How are you doing that? What is it? What is that thing that you have learned? Perhaps you will serve as a guiding light to another in this month. In this month. What beautiful messages that have come in from the Spirit. I still am feeling like I want to get one more message before I close this reading down. I'm being called to pull a message from, let me see, let's get an angel message. To angels and guides of unconditional love and light, what final message can we have for the collective for the month of May? What will inspire the collective? What will lead us forward in understanding that it is love. When we are rising in love, we are successful. What will open our eyes to understand this? Yes, that's the question. What will help us open our eyes to understanding that love is the answer? What would it be? I'm looking at I have 2 pink roses right in front of me, my dear friends. I'm just looking at them. And they were giving me a lot of comfort. So let me look at it first. It says here, comfort, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Helping your heart to heal. So we have to remember that our higher self, our guides, our past loved ones, spirit animal guides, ascended masters, archangels, whatever energies from higher dimensions that we're connecting with are always there for us. They're helping us and guiding us. And they understand that these lessons can be challenging. Those challenging events and situations that come into our life really, many times over, derail us from our path of finding greater love. greater love. And we have to remember that they're here loving us. I've been going through a very challenging time, and I keep revisiting that same aspect just when I think that I have healed that aspect. And I ask, why is it that I'm not able to accept? Why is it that I was not able to move forward from a certain aspect? And I keep noticing, why do I keep seeing and feeling people who have been suffering from cancer? My father passed away with aggressive stage 4 cancer. And things transpired with that. And over time, that's who all I'm connecting with all around me. People who are losing their close loved ones with cancer. And I keep going down that path. And just this weekend, I was planning to do the readings on Sunday for me, and I wasn't able to. And I wasn't sure if I would be able to get back on camera again, because I went down that path again. And I was asking, there has to be a reason why this keeps coming up again and again. Something that the spirit guides and teams are bringing me to that I'm not understanding. And I heard another reader. I heard another beautiful reader, because my guidance was look for a sign. And I didn't know where to look for the sign, because I was in a dark tunnel again. And I didn't know where to look for that sign. When I heard that word, when that reader said, there was a hermit card that came up. And she says, this must be for somebody. And I told her, it was for me. Your reading was for me. And the word she had used was acceptance. And I realized last night, as I was thinking about all the events that have taken place over the 4 years, is I am not accepting. I am not accepting that I was hurt. I'm not accepting that I was deceived. I'm not accepting that people can do these things. So I was looking at this world. I'm not accepting the world when it comes in darkness. And I guess that's why this message just was so beautiful, for us to remember that whatever has happened in the past, we cannot let it go. We cannot, when I say we cannot let it go, what I mean is we cannot erase it. That's what I'm trying to say. We cannot erase what has happened. If someone stabbed you in the back, or have said things to you. So I realized the first step really is accepting that yes, it has happened, and allowing all those grieving moments to come up, and allowing those cleansing tears to come up. And once that heart is cleansed, and again I'm being drawn to those beautiful pink roses in my garden, and there are, through those thorns and through that, there is that fragrance, the beauty of that rose. It will always shine. So shine that light. Accept what has happened, and fill your heart with love for yourself, and let go of the past by forgiving others, for they are on their journey. An emotional reading for me. So I wish you many blessings and much comfort. May you be victorious in whatever your heart desires, and find that willpower and rise above. Out of all of it, I'm being drawn to this one. I'm being drawn to this one to end the reading with, is rise up and fly and fly. Sending you love and light. This is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance.